Hello and welcome to the Generation Podcast. We are back, and we're in. Is this Studio One in my parents' basement? Yeah, we're back. We're in unfurnished, and we're ready.
What's the
We're ready to go. We're going raw tonight.
What's the studio? Freak out at Studios 54. This is Studio 54.
No man.
Did you know that song was originally written and they were gonna call it?
What was
it was like it was a rebuttal to people being like anti-gay. So it was about Studio 54 being this like hip, click, like new place to be where you could express yourself. What? But people were saying no more Studio 54. We don't want the F.A.
No, they were saying stuff
and
like
so,
that. Oh no!
And so they wrote the song, and they
Who's
originally.
They?
Whoever,
you can bing it.
If you can bing it. If you can tell me who wrote that. Listeners in Thailand, they're like, "Oh, that's my favorite song."
No, we're already starting.
I didn't even. No voice. I just went high pitched.
That's not even how Thailand
I know
Thai people talk.
But back to my point, it was going to be called. It rhymes with sag, but
I know that. Oh, it was called Freak Out. No, it was Freak Out. It was by Shaka Khan, right? Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up, listeners.
Look up Freak Out. I think it's
still recording. Yes.
Yeah, I'm still recording. We're gonna record it through
there. Record.
Studio 54. Would be dope.
Freak Out.
Yeah, it's the Shaka Khan, man.
Was
guaranteed.
Originally,
it's not Earth, Wind, and Fire or anything like that. Was it Shaka Khan? Oh, I get it. It was initially a gay song, huh?
I'm just trying to.
You're like, bro, there's nothing inherently gay about Studio 54.
It's like,
and it was like anything goes.
Yeah,
anything goes.
Like literally, like it was like who's the guy that did like the Campbell stuff?
Oh yeah, it was very much.
Yes,
it was
like
Andy
that
Warhol's
centric.
like hangout.
Yeah,
and like Danny Bonaducci or something.
What I'm thinking,
right up the Partridge Family. He's like, yeah, I'll come through.
I don't know why.
Got his drug problem.
I saw this random clip in a documentary, and it was about the 60s, and it was like. That was
the Studio 54 wasn't from the 60s, man.
70s. Yeah. 70s? Okay,
yeah,
excuse me.
80s.
God, big whiff. Big whiff.
That's like
big old.
Like the Forrest Gump soundtrack. Some boomers listening this. They're like,
oh man, that was bad.
Some boomer in Thailand is like, retired and just trying to get lady boys. And
what year do you think that was? Let's find it out.
1977 through like 83 would be my guess.
Freak Out.
No, the song?
Yeah.
That song had to be like 77. Oh. What?
It was by the Mothers of Invention.
Oh, MOI.
66. Aww.
Freak Out was not from 66.
Andrew out. He's wrong. On this.
No, man.
He is.
Wait, what are you talking about?
He's wrong.
That's not even the same song, dude.
Oh, shit.
That's not the same song, man.
It wrong.
That's not. Look, it's Le Freak.
Oh, late 70s.
Oh, Nile Rodgers and Chic. Okay, it was Chic was the band. Not
okay.
Dude, Nile Rodgers was on.
Okay,
I was close.
I was 9 years old.
I was 9. I thought you were saying I was 9 years old. Oh, the 60s were wild. It's like Studio 54, Korean War, Alf lunchboxes, everything you want. Jackson, it was like
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5 was huge in the 60s, man.
Maroon 5, Blink 182, man.
Dude, he was Brian Love's butt baby. Brian Love gave birth to the guy from Maroon 5, Adam Levine. And it was a butt pregnancy. From Studio 50, he got pregnant from Studio 54.
Beauty queen of only 16. That song changes if you change the age.
Wait. How old was she in the song?
It's 18, but.
Oh.
Beauty queen of only 13 years old.
13. Oh my God.
I mean, I'm just a supportive dad. I don't know why I'm singing so much. I flew 4 miles in miles.
He was the one that bought all our albums and used the Billboard chart so I could
He's our main contributor.
We're gonna have Adam Levine on the next show.
Adam Levine.
It's actually just some guy named Adam Levine that looks at like a painting store.
Yeah, shows up with one button.
What's a painting?
A painting store?
Yeah, Sherman Williams.
Sherman Williams, or like what's that place where you could like go and do like a wine and paint?
Those are awesome.
I've never done.
Have you ever seen my painting from that? I'm gonna take a picture. It's fucking
I should
hilarious.
see it.
No, because I was kind of new with in the relationship, and maybe several months in, but I was like, I think it was my lady.
You mean with painting?
No. I was well versed in painting.
I was, I only got to first base.
I got first base with a brush.
We're on a black and white basis.
We
haven't quite gotten to the colors yet.
I Jackson Pollock all my paintings though.
He's just the splatter.
He's a
guy.
splatter guy. Yeah. So is Dexter Morgan.
Ooh.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, sip and paint. So yeah, like you go. There's a person and they're like soulless and they're like, here's a mountain. It's always a fucking mountain. Mountains have colors in the sky.
How many times?
And I'm thinking about Bob Ross if he survived a few suicide attempts.
Like
that's who's in the mall, like sipping paint.
That's what's left of his soul.
Yeah, he's just like doesn't have the cool hair. He's got Bob Ross
downstairs, his neighbor.
Pubis. Bob Ross pubis, and just upstairs is just like, God.
How many? I think
you
display a mountain piece so many times that
they're like, God damn.
You start to just see gray.
There's children jumping off the mountains. They're like, and that's how do I get the depth of it? It doesn't matter. They're gonna fall down and splatter.
Yeah, you're like. He starts adding
more rosé.
Starts adding details to the mountain. And you're like,
but it's all details is just body parts.
Okay, I see a little. Okay, so black. Is that a bird? Little
no,
birds
that's
in the background, and he's
falling.
like, no.
I was inspired by the falling man from 9/11.
These are Native American people.
Why are the Native Americans jumping off the mountain?
Displaying a ritualistic rite of Himanche.
What's Himanche?
Inspired in the. I don't know. You said 9/11,
I went to art
and I was
school,
like...
And you thought that Native Americans did 9/11? Is that where your brain went to?
Kind of. Well, my mind honestly went to, not Hereditary, but...
What?
The other
movie?
one?
The movie? Or like...
No, the Ari Aster one that was before Hereditary.
I don't know. I thought you meant like Hereditary isn't like, you inherit things in your genes.
You do for sure.
The desire to do a 9/11.
Thank you, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're listening,
for that.
Yeah, if you're listening, just throw $5 at our
Hey, while you're paying
Patreon.
for things that are awful, can you give me $12 a month for Buzzsprout, Saudi Arabia?
I'm not saying this podcast isn't awful, but we could sure use some funding.
I could use some money. I mean, I got my summer rate.
Your stash is looking
great. No, I got a haircut.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure one of the moms wanted to sit on my face.
Did you have to take another mom off your face to even talk to her?
Yeah, I did.
I
like just.
Oh, sorry, hi, Mrs.
It's like a suction cup.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You're signed out. I'm no longer responsible.
Andy,
for
let me sit on your
what's on my face.
Andy.
The mom's like, what about Dad?
Daddy's got next turn.
Daddy's next. Daddy gets my slop.
This throat's 14 inches long.
Oh my God, Daddy gets Mr. Ranger's slop. He's like, well, this interaction's over. You're signed out, kid. Next, Mom.
Your
right
mom,
on my face.
My pleasuring times
this
are only during operating
pretty
hours.
Solid, It's like, the haircut. I was like, I'm so in. Get on my face.
You're like, please, say less.
Top 5, though.
Do you want to see my other haircut?
Oh, my other haircut. The other one I did myself.
Do you want to see this picture I took when I was shaving, and I took a picture with a little Hitler stash?
Oh, God.
Just to see what it looks like, not because I'm a supporter.
Everyone's got to try it once.
You'd be lying if you haven't tried it.
You're like,
and you'd be really lying if you never tried the pube combo.
Orthodox on the Orthodox on top, Hitler on the bottom. It would be so confusing.
Oh my God, is he Hasidic?
She gets her pants off, and then she's like, "Wait a minute."
Speaking of Jewish, did you see that picture of a Hasidic man making fun? This is all in the news right now.
It's in the news.
It's like, oh my God, he's making fun of this woman, this Palestinian woman, and I am not really picking sides here.
Yeah,
but like the picture there's like this picture on a magazine of like, oh, look at him in the act, and it's just like his mouth open and he's taking a picture.
I haven't seen this.
It doesn't look all that bad.
It's dead air because we don't have a visual.
Wait,
so I don't know what you're talking about. You show me.
Okay.
That mom could have Hasidic on my face any day.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was pretty good.
Top 5 of the moms.
Better than anything in that religion.
Better than the South. I think secretly better than the South African with the tongue ring from our shared employment.
Oh my God.
She was solid. That dad was just like so stressed all the time.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's like, dude, she's gonna take everything. She's gonna take everything. Like you could tell.
Yeah.
So that reason, like, why he was mean is
she was a rider.
You're like, yo, I gotta definitely put her down as often as possible. Keep her in her place.
She was incredibly sweet.
Yeah, she was pretty solid. She was like,
here we go.
Freaky.
Here we go. This is making because I think he was making
fun of her.
I think he with terrible gums is making fun of really another woman with better gums than him.
He was taking a picture of her.
Yeah, and I guess apparently he was saying stuff to harasses a woman outside of Hebron. I don't know.
What does a Hasidic man say to any woman to harass her? Without getting clapped back. Getting a clap back as an Hasidic man has got to be tough.
Because what do you gonna do? You go read?
Yeah, you're like,
hey,
I don't appreciate that. That's like, I don't even want to do the voice. And you're like, but you hear like, we have to tell the kids. You go like, I don't like that.
I do not like.
And they're like, they're never gonna say.
I do not appreciate.
I did hear one kid actually say something like that, and he went like above and beyond. It's like, and I don't want you to ever do it again. I was like, let's go.
It's like a kid, like the kid that's like cool, but cool, when I say
kids
cool,
don't get picked on.
Cool is like no. I mean cool is in like not like temperament wise, up or not really too much one way or the other, but like you push him enough, and that is it. I swear,
I know.
You are never allowed to do that again to me.
Yeah, no, that's basically.
I feel uncomfortable. Yeah. You have pushed my boundaries.
Yeah, he might as well have said boundaries, kindergartner, and it's like. I was like, hey, buddy, like,
I do not
just
like
say you don't.
Feelings.
Tell him you don't appreciate it. Let me hear it. And he's like, I don't like it, and you're never going to do it again to me.
If I feel these feelings again, you are going to see a side of me that you wish you had not.
Yeah.
You will hear from the whole congregation.
The whole congregation. Or just some guy just like yelling at a woman in public, but in like a whiny, nasally voice. God. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Does the woman have it coming in this scenario?
No, but while we're on that topic. That does bring up something that is on our sheet. Okay,
let's hit some of the viewer questions.
Some of the viewer questions.
They said
viewer questions. No, you can't read. It's fine.
Oh, you're right. So sorry. I just see splotches of black on a screen.
It was my jacket.
Oh, just kidding. That's just the putty that is somehow holding together the computer.
My brother Luther Danger put putty on my computer to fix it. Now I have to borrow. Another computer when I do my therapy Zooms. Oh, nice. Shout out.
Luther Danger, he put C4.
It's actually C4 and with Seaman. Seaman 4.
Seaman 4.
So basically, I was thinking of this. I was probably on the toilet. And again, let the record show I do have a positive or neutral, pretty much neutral to slightly positive overall view of women.
Yes.
And men, I guess, too. But here's the thing, though.
A lot of men
Here's the rub. Yeah, they do. But I think a lot of men suck a lot of women suck too, but it's like I have encountered, at least in my travels of, trying to talk to ladies in my day.
Okay.
Women, girls, ladies.
All the folks.
That I didn't experience that much bad stuff. Because the things that are like, oh, well, that seems like an outlier. I could say that enough times where it didn't become just me masking my pain.
Right.
Like, it was like, no, they were a little different. Like, if I went in a relationship with them, they would have ruined me, right? But a lot of guys out there are just, they're being rendered or labeled as completely unfuckable, right?
Yeah.
And that is a problem.
There's a huge problem. This is a great segue.
Yeah.
There's a book. It's not like I read a lot, so and it's
Bears.
I can't read it.
Due January 6th is the name of the book. The Berenstain Bears stormed the Capitol.
The Berenstain Bears have been this vehicle for propaganda.
The Berenstain Bears.
They weren't even there. They weren't even there to begin with. They settled in the wrong neighborhood, in the wrong trees.
Berenstain Bears of Fairfax Avenue in Los Angeles.
They're settlers. They're not even from the land.
They
were hibernating in a different land.
They're doing all the. They keep all the good jewelry in their caves, and the stuff for sale in their jewelry district is not.
This is my bear cave. Everyone knows that bears have a cave.
It's just honey and like quality jewels.
My bear cave, yeah, honey, quality jewels.
That's how the Berenstain Bears paid. It's actually written by the Berenstain Bears. Okay, first off. And they got ghostwriters, all right?
I can't even remember what I was going to say.
The Bears are just, like, dictating the stories that they want to be told about them.
They're like, yeah, this one's about my son and how he learns that jealousy is a terrible trait. That's what we want to talk about. No, not all of our gold.
This one's about trusting people from the East.
The Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears.
The Berenstain Bears and the war on Iran.
Right. I mean, they're like eventually. I think Baron Trump read the Berenstain Bears and was like, "Dad, are we? I think we need to take these are allegories. What's an allegory?" He's like, "Well, an allegory is one thing substance for another." And you're saying
allegories. Allegories are the best. I've created allegories. Here's one. I don't know why he doesn't. He's like am I doing a Jewish Trump?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They're the best.
Some of the worst.
Donald Trump. It's also turning into I don't know. I'm
Morton Trump. Morton Trump.
What are some other Berenstain Bear stories that they wanted to tell but haven't been able to? Bears of the Night.
Bears in the Night. That was the first book I ever read. It was about creatures that come in and touch the bears.
It's about all those.
If they don't do
it's about all those dirty, grubby raccoons coming into your neighborhood.
If they don't read the Torah backwards 3 times, there's OCD bears reading the Torah, and if they don't read it the right way, creatures of the night come in and this is how Israel controlled us.
The revelation that the Berenstain Bears this whole time have not been the Berenstain.
It was a Mossad
the Berensteins. Oh my gosh.
The Berenstain Bears were a long haul Mossad play.
What?
And then the Epstein Files was like an attachment to that. They're like, now let's really kick it up a notch. What if we got the people on our side? Now we implicate all these highfalutin people.
Wait,
right?
What are you telling me?
Multiple presidents.
Wait, why?
We got fucking what's his face?
Why are the dudes working for Israel from Jersey Shore? Look at the docks. Why did I change my accent?
I don't know. You're rusty, man.
I am rusty, but hey,
you've been eating too much puss, and you're rusty.
Oh yeah, really, just munching down.
Just eating puss.
Actually,
you got to train your puss.
In my for my listeners that haven't clued in, Patrice is coming out of a pretty long relationship, 3 years.
Yeah.
And in that time, I probably ate puss less than like 30 times. Not that many.
1%.
Well,
the 99%ers eat puss. We're 1%.
I am a 1%er.
There was a Sopranos plot line.
I enjoy.
Junior ate puss, and they made fun of him for it.
Really? Is there?
I enjoy it, but I also enjoy not cooking for myself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like I could make a good meal, but the time it takes. I'm not against it, but it's like, here's a fun fact.
Let me hear it.
At least what I've been told. Maybe I just was really god awful.
Do you think there was a Berenstain book on cunnilingus?
The Berenstain Bears.
Sorry,
do not go down on other bears. They've never gone down on other bears. They don't do it. They don't even eat ass. Berenstain Bears and did not eat ass. That's just the name of the book. They're like, these titles are getting really graphic. What was I saying? So you can do it, but it's like, also, I mean, if they don't bring it up or ask for it, it's just, you get in your routines. Look, the important thing is you connect.
And then you get like intimately pressured and
but they worry about it.
It's like well, like,
I didn't shower.
You never went to, to be honest, I worried about that. I was always like, oh, hey,
you don't want to pop your veneers off.
You don't want to pop those.
The vape teeth. You just grind your vape teeth down on some soft puss.
Sweetheart. Actually, the pH,
You had to lead with sweetheart for sure.
The pH balance. Is,
What pet names would you like going forward in a hypothetical scenario? What are some pet names you would like employ?
I mean, the ones I'm babe,
Doctor,
baby, sweetheart.
Babe.
I mean, it was not doctor.
Doctor.
I don't think either of us are
Daddy.
skilled enough to
have
even pretended to be a doctor.
No, I never even played doctor.
No,
I didn't even play patient.
I'd rather play a homeless man.
They'll be like, "Hey, lady, you got a dead lady.
Come here with a shank and then grab one of her teeth.
Lady, can I?
Be like, oh, give me your money.
She's like, can I hold $1?
Give me your money or touch me.
Buy me some goddamn liquor then.
Or pretend to be like, I just role play uncomfortable scenarios.
Yeah, you got to.
All right, stand up. Wait,
Stand
what do
up.
you mean? Now
You tell them to stand
now
up.
just pretend you're on the metro. Hold the railing, but it's my dick. And I'm gonna pretend to smell your hair.
That's what the Japanese do.
Oh,
There's like, if you heard
that
about
is,
those
you're
carts,
right.
you can go to a fetish train cart. It's like a museum, like it's an interactive museum, and they have models there that you just rope, and that's the thing. And I know this because it was one of my temp jobs to be a model. I was the male. I was the women. It was American tourist expats on the carts, and I was a male that they were groping. And also,
they were actually in Hawaii, but they were in Hawaii.
It was a green screen.
Like, we're gonna go visit
We were
Pearl
filming
Harbor
in Toledo,
in Hawaii, or in Japan.
In Japan, we were all over the place. We smoked some more drugs.
Okay,
Berenstain Bears is a good through line, though. I think, honestly. That's what I remember. What I was gonna say. That women need to have sex with more losers because they stop thinking that they themselves are losers, the women.
Man, I hope my ex isn't like, man, that's the loser I needed.
That's the loser I needed?
Like, that's the wake up call
that's
I
the
needed.
Wake up call? This guy's already spiraling, talking about Berenstain Bears.
No, I think that, like,
no, you
the unfortunate reality is, like, I don't know, you show parts of yourself to someone, like, you can't necessarily take that back. Like, and that's whether or not that's fair is one thing.
Setting up expectations.
That and like, I don't know, when people see a part of you, and I think they will remember that for better or worse.
Like it's like seeing a credit score.
Yeah, even if you bring it up, it's like, well, it was lower.
You can bring up a credit score.
Yeah,
that's not. It doesn't get lower and only never get higher.
You can bring it up.
News to me. All right. So here's
a credit score.
Here is the rub, sir. Okay, so the thing is that I'm not saying they have to do it, but I'm saying they should probably do it. What? We'd have less people
give us blowjobs.
No, did we do something? Just look at it. Just be like,
sorry.
Just look at it. Oh, you blew vape.
It was very inconsiderate of me.
Oh fuck. Just like look at it a little bit. Ask to see it, obviously, but like, let me see what you got. Oh,
okay.
That's fine. At least they're getting rejected for something that they can see and respond to. They're not just like in the wind, disappeared. Right. They talk to him. No, gross. And the women are like wanting the exact same 10, 15, 20% of men. And like, you seen some, you should see some of these women.
Some of these women.
Rosie
some of these women.
They're not great. They're not great.
I'm telling you. I have been in this game since the 1960s.
Oh my god!
And I have seen.
Studio 54. We used to have.
I have seen.
There are mod girls everywhere. There are mod girls everywhere.
I have seen Studio 54.
Just Bernie Sanders fingering mod girls in the coat room at Studio 54.
I have been a defender of black rights in Studio 54.
Someone calls him on his cell phone to find out Martin Luther King died. Martin Luther King Jr. died. He's like,
I remember diddling when it wasn't associated with pedophilia. You could just diddle a woman and it would be normal.
Just finger in the coat room, Matt. He's Bernie Sanders.
And then you have to call it fingering now.
He already met his wife for like 50 years or whatever. Does he have a wife?
Probably.
Yeah, they always have a wife. You gotta have the front. Yeah. You gotta have a front.
He's a good guy, Bernie.
No, he's okay.
He's all right.
Didn't he vacation in the Soviet Union in the 70s?
Okay, that's the 70s,
that's pretty bad.
Man.
No, we couldn't go there. No one else could go there. He's hanging out in St. Petersburg.
He was pushing the boundaries.
It's
not as if he's a fucking Soviet spy.
He might have been.
What if he is a
long
sleeper?
play, long sleeper. Don't tell me to wake up. I'm waiting for the call. His handler died. He's still there.
He checks his beeper. He's like,
wait a minute.
This is some people say you should trade out your technology.
I'm still on the rotary.
I'm on the rotary system. I am a proponent of BlackBerry.
Bernie Sanders is a rotary Russian spy this whole time. As he was getting his instructions.
I think they gave me the wrong number. I'm past the 10th digit. There's no 11 on the phone or a 10.
Maybe in Soviet Russia, there's an 11.
That's funny.
So, yeah, he's in the coat room, right?
Yeah.
And he's just boop, 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 make some noises. Yeah. Do the finger noises. That's not fingering noises. No wonder. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. No, enough. You gotta know.
I'm sorry. Oh, you don't like the sounds?
No, I like the sounds are fine for me. I don't know about our listeners.
I think they just turned the volume.
Our Laotian listeners turned it way up.
They're like,
their Laotian listeners think it sounds like a labia.
Is that the sound of the ocean? It is so the wave.
Ocean. Let me hold the shell up to my ear. I can hear the waves. So this is Bernie Sanders, 1968, fingering at all night long. Studio 54. It's like 10 a.m. at this point, and he gets the news on his 1968 cell phone.
He's like, "Oh, what is this?"
about Martin Luther King.
The KGB gave me his cell phone.
You're stepping on the bit.
I'm sorry.
Martin Luther King Jr. has just been assassinated. He finds out, and he's like, "Stop!" He pulls right out in the coat room. Get the coat. Gotta go to work.
Pulls out.
I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life.
I pulled out quicker than we did in Vietnam. Just kidding. I never pull out.
When I just capitulated.
I am all over this bit. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do you want to start over?
The whole thing? No way. The bit?
Just the bit.
I mean, this bit is just like, he's in the 60s and he's fingering in Stereo 54, which didn't exist yet. Cell phones, he had a rotary cell phone. Sitting there in the coat room. It could ring at any minute. Breaking news. Martin Luther King Jr. is dead. Oh no. There's going to be mass riots, hysteria. Detroit's going to be a ghost town.
Not Detroit.
I have to save it. It's like he's I got to save Detroit. And he couldn't save Detroit.
How do we get wood?
Obviously. So he dedicated the rest of his life to just kind of socialism, kind of not, and then quitting the election.
Why is he trying to save Detroit?
I don't know, because 1968.
What was?
I forget you don't know your history at all because you thought Studio 54 was thriving in the 60s, and you have, to be fair, that song that you looked up also was called Freak Out, but it had nothing to do with what you were talking about.
Well, my
whole bit was messing with you about Studio 64.
I got you. I wonder when Studio 54 was founded. I bet it might have been.
It was the mid-70s, dude. Look it up.
I bet she was founded in 69.
It was conceived. It was first conceived.
Yeah.
It was in a porta potty. It was conceived in a porta potty.
Jackson Pollock is like, hey, we'll be sweet if we had this place.
At Woodstock, day 2 at Woodstock, porta potty. It was not that bad in here yet. And then it's like, I got a great idea. I also was conceived in a porta potty at Woodstock. However, it was Woodstock, New York in the 80s instead. Let's go back. I missed out on Woodstock the first time. Let me go finger someone in a porta potty.
When was Studio 54 founded?
1975, right?
Shit. 77.
That was my first guess, 77. I said 77
that's
83,
what I said.
right? When did it close?
Studio 54.
It was on 54th Street, right?
Aw, freak out. Patrick's right. It says 19... here's a caveat.
What's the caveat?
Opened as the Gallo Opera House in 1927. Let's go.
That doesn't count.
It counts finishing before you put it in counts, man. Come on. Counts. That's right. So
if you splatter the batter in the vicinity, you had sex.
It's close enough.
You had sex, and
it's like in a video game when you shoot by a character and it grazes them, and it's like, I got your hitbox. You're still pregnant. I don't care what the DNA results say.
DNA says I'm not paying for it. I can't pay for it.
What is?
Because of my credit score.
You said you felt something.
Bernie Sanders.
What does the alimony say? It says nothing.
Alimony's only
because
for
he's
divorce.
not mine. Or sorry, what does the
Child
child payment say? Whatever.
You're good. I think you're okay.
I think you're just trying to grill me all the time.
I think if you're like, by the way, I don't have a condom. They're like, yeah, I know.
How sad would it be if
you're trying to level up here?
You've just been shooting blanks your whole life, and then you get to a point where like they just start coming in.
Wait, like late onset fertility? For late onset male fertility when you stop drinking energy drinks and vaping?
Or what if one day you like you you're jerking off and you finish and like your cum starts to like mutate into stuff.
What would it become?
What's it gonna become?
Oh my god!
What can one's cum become?
What kind of condition is my condition?
I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. It's just wild.
I have to finish before we go on the next thing because that's not the same song. Is it?
It is.
It's
the chorus. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that a Fifth Dimension?
My condition was in.
I think it's something like that.
I just dropped in this morning to see what's on my mind. That is
all right, so here's
hilarious.
the thing. Despite what we sound like, we are qualified to talk about what women should do with their lives. They should have just give these guys not a chance, but hear them out. Because they're not paying for therapy. They're going straight to doing the January 6th. They're going straight to shooting up places and doing straight to...
You mean the troubled men?
Looks maxing. They're not going to be looks maxing if you're like, hey, I don't know if I don't know if I see you that way. And they're like, oh, you actually responded with words in English words to say that you don't feel great about rejecting me? That's not the worst thing you could say.
I think that's
the worst thing you could say is nothing.
I think that like looks maxing crowd of like not necessarily guys that are like trying to like better themselves physically, like people that are like, oh my god, like that's how you win women, like that's how you win women. That's not like, I think that's not a huge portion of younger males, but
the looks maxing, I don't know.
But there's like, I think
Clavicle dude, Clavicle has like 1 million followers.
That's a growing.
We have like
portion
13.
Yeah, which
we're like looks minusing over here.
Excuse me.
We were burping and shitting and farting and ripping them.
I was gonna reference the book I was gonna reference earlier was it's like of men and
of mice and men.
No, it's like of men.
Oh, Steinbeck.
No, it's like of men on men and youth, and it's like
is that what's
it's a relatively recent book, and it's
about
it's like
that guy
the
with
decline,
the glasses, right?
Yeah, decline.
You read it? Are you reference?
No, but I heard it.
I want to talk to a lady.
I heard it referenced, and I was like, no, it is an area.
I got a scratch and sniff version. It's pretty good. It's something G, right? His last name. I don't know. Yeah, no, I know. There's a few guys like that.
Of men and it's Richard Reeves.
Richard Reeves. There's another guy.
Of boys and men.
It's like Manosphere. Wait, is this a book?
No, it's not. This is
this a guy thing you buy on Amazon?
Why the modern male is struggling, why it matters, and what to do about it. And like in very much a...
You should write one of those.
Okay. From the perspective... Pop-up.
From a man who used to be a boy.
From the perspective of a manatee.
From a man. Written by Andy. A man who used to be a boy. And may someday be a boy again.
Manatee.
No, I know there is an actual decline of like what we think we're able to do.
No,
because
for sure.
Too many people bought into the sense of just like when they have low expectations, they simultaneously have massive expectations for male partners before they even commit to them or even agree to their thing.
There is just,
and then they all simultaneously, when they have someone, they think so little of them. Or they'll just like grind you into.
They get well.
Not me, obviously.
No,
because,
not
but
you.
I also bounced around long enough
exception.
where I didn't get in a relationship, and I thought, you know what, I might be deficient in that, and the ability to actually connect with someone who has accepted me, versus just like projection here and there until I can goon about it.
Yeah, I think there's a. I was for a while, so none of the relationships I had were really long term, and so for a long time I never.
Yeah.
Even high school through college, and then
counts.
Nothing. Not really.
Forced social interaction, isn't it?
I think that
breeding ground for actual
even through a 3-year relationship, I think there was that feeling of like I'm struggling to connect with this person in ways that like beyond just like the usual kind of typical like routine.
Routine, like hey, let's get food, let's lay down.
Yeah.
Let's stare into the middle distance and not talk about the deep divide that's growing intellectually, emotionally, spiritually.
Yeah.
But that's like a normal relationship. That's why most of them don't fucking work.
Yeah, it's such bullshit though. Like why?
It's not bullshit.
Why can't people? Well,
we're not supposed to be with the vast majority of people we meet. We just meet more people, but in a more surface level.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
We just go, yeah.
That's
you
fair.
Look at everyone's quote unquote discard pile, whether you were discarded or they were discarded from you. What, maybe 10% you'd be like, oh, well, in another universe, or another phase of life, you'd be like, yeah, that wouldn't have been in the discard pile. But even then, it's like 10%, 12%.
Right, and they like, I think there's a certain natural feel, like a natural response, and I would think most people spend some time in that mindset of being like, well, yeah, like maybe like the what ifs kind of, and not like, and being like, okay, well, if this is, but like, there's also a natural response to like stop that and to like take that focus elsewhere. Yeah. And I think it isn't spelled out for you in necessarily how long that timeline
change
is.
Their expectations for you that they don't tell you about, or like
no, not that, but yeah, that's not necessarily spelled out for you either.
You know how you get to be a point where you're never like really like nagged about something, communicating before they just think that they can treat you like that. There's like no coming back.
My ex was never really a nagger. It's crazy saying my ex.
Yeah, I think that's like, no, that's okay. It happens.
Well, I know, but like I think it's starting to like feel like it
feels real. So the Berenstain Bears.
It's just gonna be like a tick, be like, oh, my ex.
Yeah, but they usually don't say anything. Like, and then there's nagging, and then there's real communication. Like, hey, this made me feel. I got that recently, and I was like, holy shit, that's fucking great. That's great.
Yeah,
it's like I feel overwhelmed when there's like, like a pile of clothes over there for a little while or too long. I was like, oh, that was like the best possible way to say that, because it's like I'm aware of it, but I'm like, oh, well then if I do this, I don't have energy to do that, and it's like you're we're panicking or spiraling, and they think someday they'll be like, oh, I'm not even. This guy isn't aware of it, and like, well, to become aware of it, if I wasn't, you would have to say something, baby, like you can say, honey, baby, or just like the best way is like when it becomes an issue, and not way after it's become an issue, like, hey, so I feel. And you're like, and we should go, and like, oh crap! You mean
that's why
I could improve our relationship if I do this because you said it this way? Versus, even if you interpret it like, me get more sex if do this,
Yeah, no, it's things become pretty clear in hindsight of like, well, fuck, like that could have been most likely averted had this happened.
The thing is, almost everything can be different if it was done a different way, but that doesn't mean that's the right like fit for where an individual is going. Like if you're about to fucking blossom into my flower, you don't want to be in some other kind of dirt. Yeah, you need my dirt to grow into X that, or someone else's.
I think
dirt.
I think she realized she needed like her own dirt. I think is what she's felt, and it's like, I don't need Patrice's dirt.
Yeah, I don't like Patrice's dirt.
Which is fucking sad, man. That shit hurts.
Of course it hurts.
That's like...
Yeah.
Even... And then, like, to be like, hey, check out this... Like, check out my current flower pot. It's got... Ooh, what's that? Some Miracle Grow?
Miracle.
Has he been watering that shit real nice for like a month straight?
Nah.
Yes, he has.
No, man.
Ooh, now look.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying Patrice presented a new flower pot with new soil and new dirt. And showing real commitment and real change to let himself grow. And she wanted it for a little bit. And then she said, I don't think so. I think I want to let myself die.
I want to be young and then completely flounder. I was just like, dude, I cannot underestimate, I cannot overemphasize how actually intelligent socially I am. And I'm guaranteeing I'm right. I guarantee I'm right. You, and maybe some of you listeners as well, but probably not, but definitely Patrice, is the one that gets away, or is the one, it's just like the best version of whatever lane you're in, or
thanks, man.
And will be in, like that is the peak. I'm like that too. It's just like, it's like late onset realization that, first off, I don't physically look like I age at all. It's great. You saw a picture of me at like,
dude, I will say the fucking haircut has probably dropped like
4 years.
Perceived. I was gonna give you 8 years is what I was. Did you? Oh, you're looking like a nice 32.
I like that's 10 years. It's 11 years actually. I'm 43.
You look fucking remarkable. I think great. I have somewhat of that same thing, like where
you look like between 26 and 31.
I think I could
sexy.
I could stretch. I think I could stretch to like 21. Or do I have the eyes?
Backwards
do I have the eye, like the soulless kind of sad eyes?
You don't have sad eyes.
Dude, I did when I went back to school.
Wait, what?
I talked about this in therapy a little bit.
You went back to college?
Like really sad and like serious in most of my classes. Yeah, I think for a bit.
Were some girls like that?
No, I had a guy and like it was like no, not sad. I think I just had this look of like older, like depressed.
This guy's going back.
And this dude was like, yo, like, how old are you, man? And I was like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, holy shit. I was like, dude, I'm 20. I think what, at the time? Yeah, I think I was at the time I mean, 20. I was like, yeah, I'm 25. And he was like, oh, like, cool. And I was like, yeah, dude. And I got fucking pissed about it. I was like,
yeah, man. Trying to get
not
you to
like
buy
actually
beer,
mad, but I had a little bit of an attitude about it. I think I was like, well, yeah, like, what do you like? Yeah, I think I was like, yeah, what do you look? I was like, is this your first fucking gen ed? Was this 19? And he was like, yeah, like actually, most of us in here are. It's like,
he said, well, yeah,
dude, suck my dick. Amazing. No, it's not what he said, but that kind of was the vibe.
It's college, not.
Dude, I fucking hated that class. One guy, it was our final projects.
Yeah.
And
it was a group project.
It was a group project. This guy and like it was our teacher. Our teacher.
College group.
This is fast forward. I'm pretty sure it was the same fucking guy.
You're wearing a jean jacket for one.
Fast forward. Fast forward.
About a Studio 54. Sorry, go ahead. I can take you.
Dude, no, this is great. This is great.
Now. Yeah.
This is a nice time to Studio 54.
Yeah.
My love and affinity for Studio 54 and all things fresh and vogue. Really played into my decision in this group project. We developed a fictional community center or recreation center, if you will. And part of this project, I'd thought going above and beyond was, hey, we're going to put in gender neutral restrooms. And some asshat in my class decided to be like, oh, well, what about, and like do all these fucking bullshit, like theoretical. I'd be like, well, if someone were to go, what would you guys do in a situation like that? And I got so mad. I was literally like, are you serious right now? I was like, I like answered the question and then he was like gave me more fluff. And
I like the same kid that thought you were old?
Yeah, and I like looked at my professor and I was like, Are you serious? Like I already come on, man. Like and when he came up for their project, I asked the most bullshit questions and I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you think that would work? And just gave him so much attitude.
Like deflating his group project.
I fucking because it was the last.
Then you asked out his group members, all of them at once. When are you give me your numbers?
Yeah. Do you guys like how I put in gender neutral bathrooms? I'm really progressive. Progressive.
You should message that person on the
app
that talked about their progressive politics and trying to land men, talking about their progressive politics. Read the room.
Read a room.
Well, like, first off, if you could be like,
make a mess,
you could
take a change, and break away.
You could be like,
just dump Patrice.
You know what's funny?
Fucking miss you.
Go back. Like you could have these values as a guy, or these ideas, and still be like, she's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, she's like,
this is a disaster.
I did. You can tell it's the eyes.
The eyes?
Let
me see the eyes. Show me the eyes.
She had, for our listeners, this girl is hot, but she's got some crazy eyes.
She's got abortion eyes?
No.
No?
She's already on birth control.
She would not think twice. How do you know?
You just
let me
know.
See. Is that a new one?
Oh,
let me see. Wait, hold on.
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up Zoya.
Don't say the name.
Oh, come on, dude. How many Zoyas are out there?
Probably all of them are like that.
She does. He has some.
He has. I knew you were gonna say the name.
Shit.
Oh my god, you're so out of practice. You're like, hey.
Green flags that look.
Don't say the whole profile. You can AI scrape that. Okay.
That is actually.
That's actually
good
true.
point. So, 64.
64 years old. No, just what were you gonna say? You were gonna show me the look. Okay. She's got a. Looks like.
Look at those big eyes.
Yeah, she's got an interesting mouch. You'd probably pull that up on your boat. What?
I pulled it up on your.
No, you can pull it up on your boat.
You mean
would you toss it back?
Stand up paddleboard.
I'm gonna go with a fishing metaphor.
Oh,
here.
I gotcha.
She looks just like cold.
Yeah.
Clinically cold. I would not take her to Studio 54. No, but is that a Halloween costume? Let me see.
No,
is that a Halloween costume?
I think that's her day to day.
It's a fucking Halloween costume.
It's what she's leading with.
Yeah, I know. But you're like, interesting.
Yeah, Christian, be like, well, you're obviously wearing a witch costume.
Christian adjacent.
In your picture. Are you a Pentecostal Christian?
Don't say any details.
Dude,
they can look it up.
Pentecostal.
No, if you say what type of costume
she's from California.
Oh yeah. All right. I would say, okay, here's the thing. If you're a man and you're on Hinge or whatever, here's the thing. You gotta find a way to divide them into categories upon matching. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that the same person?
No, this is someone else.
Okay. That's practice.
Yeah.
That's a bottle blonde right there.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's a bottle blonde.
Holy moly.
That's a bottle blonde with a banging bod. Bottle blonde, banging bod. Gonna take
got a
you
5-inch forehead
to Target. Ask it. It's like, just like,
to the list.
Hold on. Let me finish my statement that you've stepped on about 7 times. Okay. So I just wanted to get through the explanation.
Patrice slapped himself.
Essentially, we're saying what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, you're not saying it. You can disavow yourself with this unless you agree, Patrice. I'm saying that the expectations that they have. It's like you're on the same lonely fucking quagmire of online dating, and you've been on it for like years. These women, and they're expecting a different outcome every time. I'm going to find Mr. Right, sparkly. I'm going to find Mr. Right. I'm going to find Mr. Right that others would covet because they're socially competitive. They're more socially competitive compete with like the idea of someone like they saw in a TV show, like a character archetype,
right?
Than they are with trying to improve their own fucking life, which is why you're trying to meet somebody, right? Why women are trying to meet somebody, right? I assume we'll ascertain good intentions. So they're trying to meet somebody to improve their life, be a happier person, and share all the love they've been storing up inside it. But they haven't. They've been giving out piecemeal, like fucking bus tickets. You know, here you go. Here a little bit. Here's
a little sprinkling of a message.
Here's a transfer slip. You know,
here's a little half.
Here's a handy. Here's a blowy. Here's a 3-month relationship. You know,
I think a lot of them
care.
I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you.
They're not great. They're not bad either.
I think
Fine.
a lot of them too. Fine. What I am. There is a. I will say it's this. I've been in a weird area where coming out of this relationship where not knowing if I wanted kids and like really to embrace that, and it's like back to this area where I'm like, okay.
Well, they tell you on the thing if they want.
I'm like, I'm like, okay, right now.
I don't know if you can sort
I'm
it.
okay with being like undecided.
I don't know if you can sort by Baron or not.
I didn't feel forced into the decision to like with my ex, but it was certainly something I was like, I was ready for that, and it's like now I'm coming off of that a little bit. Wasn't ready for like having them, but ready to plan to have them.
To not.
And it's like hey, so like no, well that wasn't. I got my sperm count tested, and
you got it tested. Holy
I did not.
Shit.
I just mentally did it. And
you have a home testing kit that you goon, but you always forget.
I finished and I went,
should I test this?
I think I'm good.
I've had all these vials
and that was
lying
about my
around.
whole test.
It's like the slides so we can go back to.
No, my slides.
I was like, oh, I tested it, and you're like, I didn't test it.
A serial killer who's like, one last thing before I'm done.
You get it as a serial monogamist.
Let me get a sample.
So divide them in columns. If you're in, because you're like, look, it's not a numbers game per se, but it is. You have to be, if you have trouble restarting your hope or your goon meter or whatever is driving you to even try.
Right.
If it's hope, desire to share the love that's inside of you, running away from your problems, or your goon meter. Okay. If your goon meter is always on high, then you're in this ecosystem as well.
It's been way higher recently than it's been in a long time.
Well, yeah, because when you have
a lot of that is healthy outlets, and
we also have a source of where all that energy is going.
Right.
It's inherently less of the energy unless that's a primary thing that you're with this person for. And how long does that last for?
Right.
Like that's the primary
and that
thing.
wasn't that was by
it can still be one of the best elements, but if that's the primary reason,
it was wonderful, but it's not. That is absolutely not. I mean, there's so much of a life that we share together, and
yeah, man, that's good. I mean,
but I think just lived in like the happiness of like, man, I have this with this person, and like just that feeling of like satisfaction of that, and then like not really building on it and trying to, but like not. Yeah, not really like kind of stagnating as an individual in a lot of ways.
Well, yeah, I mean, from all I know about your end of things of the street is that you were just standing on the bus stop and the bus wasn't coming.
Yeah, if you happen to be listening to this,
have outlets, because women will be like, in a different way than men do, and we're like, and we won't know. And then they'll tell us, but not exact in that many words.
Or tell us when it's too late.
And then it's like bye, but it's not even a bye. It's a soft bye. It's like he'll figure it out. Bye.
Or when you say goodbye, they might not respond.
They might not get it if they allow certain things or anything like that. Still, and then the things can change.
They can change.
Paths
diverge.
Wind and unwind. So women. All I'm saying, and we'll get back to our. We'll start talking about the war. We really want to talk about the war. We really want to talk about this war.
It's just
relevant. Got great war content.
It's great. It's very relevant.
But first, we're going to fix women's problems. Okay.
Step one.
You're not great.
Step two.
You might be amazing.
Neither am I.
What do you think you're getting here?
Yeah.
Who's? Have we talked about
if you're going to hold me up to these expectations that I am one not aware of, and two, maybe not ready to fulfill, this is going to not go well for either of us.
Right. So here's the thing. Here's what's happening. I've gotten some recent feedback from a friend of mine that she's like, oh man, these dates, I should have started a blog or whatever.
Yeah.
We might have her show friend of the pod, as Tim Dillon said. And it'd be like, look, they're having so many shitty interactions or stilted interactions that as long as you don't,
included.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not an abject creep, they're not even gonna fucking remember you. So who cares?
I think I'm bordering on that.
Well, it's all about you still right now, right? You haven't been lost in the shuffle.
It's all about me.
It's good. It should be all about you right now. But know that this is a field of. This is about let's just ennui with the fucking. How do you say that word? Ennui.
Ennui?
It's like no.
It's just
you're seeing faces that you're projecting like a few different emotional possibilities to. One, oh, they're so cute. I bet they're really nice. Oh, they look really pretty. They probably they're not worthy. Oh, I want to fuck that hole. And then the other one's just like, I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, I don't really feel anything except a mild dislike
maybe
of this process, and that's like, don't care what you say.
Yeah.
It's funny because like, I remember a friend of mine was like, yeah, I get everything's like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, this and that. Dude, I think like an angel fell from the sky. Please don't use that. No. Or do if you do it, be consistent. Field test the angel.
I think that like kind of lover boy shit is kind of like a somewhat of an inclination. Well, it's because and I was never like that, but the person I was with like kind of ate that shit up, and so I like learned to. Well, yeah, I know that's that. Like, that's adapting to.
Yeah.
You know who you're with, and not in a bad way. It wasn't like
Fortnite. You're dropped out of a helicopter here. You got to build a fucking structure.
I built.
You built a structure on the fly every time. Every time is every interaction, every digital interaction is dropping out of a fucking dating Fortnite helicopter and be like, oh, if I want to stay warm for the night, whether that's you get to actually go out with them or you just give me enough conversational context to goon,
right?
To goon with mild information about this person, right?
It's a skill.
It is. I was very skilled, right? And somehow through that minefield and my own disdain for being having to think for myself in the moment and like know that there felt no path in front of me that felt safe, comforting, promising. And probably one of the ways I soothed was just to lean on my conversational skill without having to look them in the eye, or my ability to
I've gotten good at that.
Yeah, it's great. My ability to lead to a goose.
It's also bad. Well,
like to seduce with words, is that what you're saying?
Oh,
or you talking
about more
standing
like
in front of a person and not looking in the eye.
The ability to hold a conversation.
That's not good. You evade eye contact?
Not on purpose. I think like
you look too warm though to be able to be like leather jacket stare off into space.
I look away when I think.
You're not
and
brooding.
I tend to think a lot mid conversation.
Yeah, you're not a brooder. Maybe I could see you be squirrely,
sometimes.
But you're like
I am a bit squirrely.
You're like the goofy, like handsome boy next door.
I think my squirreliness is off-putting to people. They like look. They're like,
who thinks you're squirrely?
Like most of the parents at work.
Yeah, but they're sturls. It doesn't matter. If you're from Taiwan or Laos, there's a sturl. Every place has
some sturls.
Yeah.
You know,
Ho Chi Minh City has sturls. Well, it's one of the locations that were popular. Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City.
We were the bad guys. We know it.
Perfect sick. All right, so this is the topic we'll probably talk about. So we'll move on from how women need to just like not lower expectations for all our hopes or whatever, but just like don't think that you're going to get this by acting like everyone else, looking for the same thing and not standing out in any capacity.
Right.
Just
be yourself.
Just shielding off anything that's a little unusual because you guys are trying their best, and maybe they're not. Maybe they're just AI scraping like conversation together, and that's what you're. That's what's getting inside your panties.
That's what I'm up against.
There's robots pulling panties to the side, left and right.
You got to think an AI bot is probably doing better.
Can I get a job doing that?
It's probably doing better.
I'm like, honey, I got a job. It pays better than my $18.54 an hour.
Wait, I should message that same girl again. And be like, wait,
actually, I use an AI program.
All of these messages were sent by my cousin who was using an AI prompt.
Also, like, he's 12.
It's the that was my younger cousin. He stole my phone.
He's 12.
Also, he's using AI. Also, this is AI.
Yeah, it's just several layers of inceptioning a goonceptioning. All right, so yeah, we'll move on that. I can talk about that anytime. Okay, the war. We are here to talk about a war.
Andrew, you're gonna have to be more specific. Which one?
Not the old war, lame ass Ukraine war.
The 7 years
war.
The
one that we're really in, that we kind of did.
The French and Indian one.
The one where we are doing the bidding of the Berenstain Bears.
Oh yeah, World War II.
No.
The Berenstain Bears. They were on the wrong side. They were fighting their own.
The Berenstain Bears started their publishing house with the Nazi gold. They were Swiss. They came from the Alps. They had little caves in the Alps, and they created an Berenstain Bears created an empire.
Is that why they're published by Penguin?
Yeah.
It's in the Alps.
Are they putting Penguin?
This is the only place we can live in Europe.
Oh my god! Yeah,
it's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold.
They hibernate. They come out. They write.
It's the Swiss German penguins.
So, the Swiss German, the Berenstain Bears.
Hello,
Israel,
Mr. Berenstain.
Obviously, we were like, oh yeah, we'll do that.
So you want to make a deal with the Nazis, yeah?
We're pulling out of NATO, right? Probably. Next,
what
right?
is this? So yeah, we I'm sorry.
We work with kids, and I think Trump is essentially acting like a
he's
kid.
He's a fucking toddler, dude.
He's definitely a top. I think he's more like he's like that. He's like first, second grade mentality, where he's like they're coaching.
Where he thinks
well, he said this, so I'm not gonna like. You sound stupid.
He's like, well, and
they're not.
He's going toe to toe with the Pope, dude.
Yeah. We finally get a fucking American Pope, and the president is trying to kill him, right?
God damn.
And he's a White Sox fan, so he is flawed.
Do you think a black president would be going after the Pope?
A black president going after the Pope? No.
Or a female president?
A female president, yes.
Do you think?
Do I think a woman would have misplaced energy? Yes.
Maybe.
No,
maybe. Do you think she would have an unrealistic checklist for the position?
Yeah. One, I think I could do it. I mean, Hillary could have done it, definitely.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying that I would have.
She couldn't do Bill, though.
No. Well, I mean, that's like a business. That's a business relationship.
All
that
right.
caused embarrassment, but
all right,
Hillary. I'm sure.
You're just gonna have to.
That's not bad.
Hillary,
that's not bad.
You're just gonna have
Dude,
to
I saw her the picture of her in the '70s at Yale. Kind of a banger.
She was pretty cute.
Kind of a banger.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, I like.
So back to the war.
Back to the war. I love that. No, but like, would a win? Like, yeah, Kamala.
By the way,
whatever.
I
hope she runs again.
There's a map in Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops, called Hanoi, and every time me and my cousin would play it, we would do this really
stupid
non-PC where we go, Hanoi.
That's not
because there was like this intro music.
Do you know where Hanoi is?
Hanoi is in Vietnam.
There we go.
I'm more articulate and skilled than you think. I just play I lean into the dummy, nice and hard.
Well, you can say the word. Does that make? You can say a geographic place. Does that make you articulate? It's one word.
I was able to articulate where that place is in the country. I got my words right down, didn't I?
Isn't it Vietnam?
It's Vietnam.
It's
over there.
It's
over there
upside
out west,
down.
man.
It's upside down.
It's out there. I know it's in the land of the east. I mean west. I said west. That's the best.
Vietnam. I would do it. Let's see.
Vietnam actually does seem like a really cool place to visit.
Probably.
I would like to visit.
I want to get in some. I want to start dealing opium.
Dude, I want to start.
Can we?
I really want to start doing all the drugs again.
All the drugs?
Not all of them, but a lot of the.
Do you think cocaine would make you go to sleep now? Now that you know,
no,
we don't take any stimulant, ADHD
well, I know how.
I don't know if you have.
I know how coke used to make me be, and it was. It
didn't make you bounce off the walls, right?
No.
I think it would be. I think for me, it would also. Be chill me out.
It was a nice. Well, it's a nice nice focus. It's like if you took. Have you taken Adderall?
No.
It's like a.
I don't need it though. I take
Adderall is different though than cocaine.
Well, I take the non-stimulant version.
I don't know what cocaine's.
It's called guanfacine. It's been good.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the first time I took it, it was like 2 weeks in. I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I was getting trained on something I already done.
Were you like, "Oh, this
is the tour of the
this
building."
Is clicking.
I was like, instead of like panic, feeling that squeeze in your brain, just like that you feel trapped. I was like, it came off as a thought, an articulated thought. It's like, you're a little bored right now because you've already done this a bunch of times and you don't want to be here.
And you're like,
and I was like, whoa, whose voice was that?
Like, you're gonna
sounded
do
a little
it
bit
again.
like me, but smart. Yeah, but patient, smart.
That guy sounds like he has a handle on.
It felt like a nice hand on your lower back.
It's like angels in the outfield, but for work.
Danny Glover is just like, hey, just calm down.
You got this.
You got this. And then you can masturbate after work.
Hey, you've been
45 minutes from now, you'll be home masturbating.
You've been here before, brother.
That's great. I love it. Okay, so Iran.
if you were to make
play this for if you were therapist and be like, do I have ADHD? She's like, yes.
Be like, by the way, you being very overjoyed with me and Andrew connecting. How do you feel about this?
Oh my God, the therapist says
5 leg parlay. Iran war.
Oh yeah. So I told my cousin that he should bet on the war.
Okay.
Like before it was a war.
Great.
I was like, I think we're gonna take him out.
I think that's insider trading. Who do you know?
I don't know anybody.
Who do you know in politics that's leaking you some info?
I didn't know he had already done it, but I was like, okay, bro, I hear helicopters. Definitely do it now.
And he's like, oh shit.
So does that count? Because it could have been for murder, some lame thing like murders.
Maybe.
Or traffic thing, but I was like, we're close enough to like the Pentagon, like geographically at where I am.
Is he in St. Mary?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. He's up in...
He's in Chicago.
Okay.
But I was like, do it. He did it.
The full force is coming.
I don't know if they paid it out because I heard some issues with Kalshi with that because of like the language wasn't written out correctly.
So
but I was like, yeah, like I know they might have. But the thing is, so we were talking like this is like where we buried the best story. We didn't do it on purpose, but this is okay. So
saved it for the end.
Same war parlays.
What do you got?
Can we make them happen?
I think so.
Because I don't know if you can parlay outcomes yet. I'm gonna try. I know you can for combo on Kalshi for sports, but I don't know if they have like elections and stuff like that.
Can you do?
Yeah.
Can you do? Can you do cross-war bundles?
Cross-war bundles
of like, all right, so.
Wait,
it's like if you have a game. I've got a game in the Serie A. I've got AC Milan versus Sampdoria. But then over here in Israel,
Chinese soccer, and like
I have AC
1,000 people from Gaza just murked in a hospital.
All right, yeah, my first leg I've got Ghana and
Ghana and the
People's Rebellion
Cup or something.
The Chinese People's Rebellion.
All right, they're gonna take Taiwan by St. Patty's Day 2027.
Yeah.
Outcome, and it doesn't have, it can be any order.
Yeah.
You're waiting to 2029.
I've got win or draw.
Women president doesn't happen again. Win, lose, or draw. The war.
I've got
and all outcomes.
I've got win, draw. I'm gonna hedge my bet on this side. Gonna send $500 via Venmo to the rebels.
Assassination attempt of so and so. Like we take out another.
Who do you got for? Who do you have for first kill?
First kill, like whoever get like which SEAL team member? It's like which SEAL team member gets the first guy in Madagascar? I like to move it.
Like you're gonna watch the game. I've got a live feed of the SEAL Team 6 breaking into the house.
Yeah, like you watch the soccer game.
It's I'm like fuck. They broke.
They're in the compound.
They stopped taking bets. The feed stopped.
The moment the bets stop, you're good.
You're like, oh shit.
Would you like so a 10 leg, but it's actually legs of actual legs getting blown off. Parlay, 10 leg parlay, 3 continents. Follow me here,
dude. Guess what the odds are, bro?
1,001
plus 30,000. Yeah, it's like crazy. He's like, dude, it's a $5 wager.
It's a $5, bro.
I'm not even thinking about it.
I'll just use it just for funsies.
It's just
and
in the background.
And you have insider information on every outcome.
You're sweating it though. You're sweating every round.
No one gives a shit about their non-competes and their.
You're up at 4 a.m. You're like, come on, dude, fucking 9,000 more kills. We got this.
Oh, this is a good time to also say the thing that was, I think it was like the first thing on our list, right? So we were joking about the war while playing basketball, just what casual Americans do these days, shooting some hoops. So what about this war? And I was like, hey, you playing any games lately? You're like, well, I'm actually playing this game called I'm playing a little Call of Duty from 2019.
Actually, shout out to Call of Duty 2019.
Is it the best one?
It is by far the. We're in 2026 right now. So in these 7 years, it is by far like the most well-polished, well-rounded game. It's very realistic.
Is it better than Modern Warfare?
Not quite as good as Modern Warfare.
Peter Dinklage is the big boss.
Nothing quite gets that.
Low boss.
Low boss, yeah.
Boss.
It just gets you right in the feels.
So
just getting hit really hard in the shins.
The kill zone.
Right in the shins.
So you have to shoot his shins off. That's how you kill him.
Their hitbox is below the waist.
Hitbox.
That's what I was trying to say earlier with the coming of like, oh, I came, but like, oh, I missed your hitbox.
So I was like, okay, Patrick.
Yes.
What if they come up with a new game for like, like, hey, we can be GTA 6 to market first off at this point. That's getting delayed, right?
Faux show.
And they're like,
that game's been in
it's going to be pretty cool, probably.
Yeah.
I'll probably just quit my job and play it. It's
right.
fine.
Right.
Just go
Easy.
kill some hookers.
Easy.
That's the best. This hooker
I'll have
killing.
more sex in that game than I do in real life.
And the thing when you pay for sex in GTA, you can just punch their necks and get it back.
Right. Or
they give you the money back.
You can
it's
just
so cool.
turn off the game, and then you're like, oh my god.
I just had sex.
And then you can turn it back on. You're like, oh,
I got sex again.
I can do it again.
Reload. Reload. I'm respawning in GTA.
It's like Be Kind Rewind, but Be Kind Refat. It's like unplug, unzip, unplug.
So the new version is called. It's not called Modern Warfare. That was the old version. That's the Dinklage version. CGI Dinklage. He's the little boss. Great game. Some I assume.
He's the big
good
little
games.
boss.
Big little boss. So this new one, we'll title later. But essentially, the whole story you're playing, your main character, is actually a 20-year-old man who lives with his parents.
Let's say 24.
No, it's 20.
Oh God!
Because your hand-eye coordination already from the all the excess like fapping that you're going to do in your 20s because no one talks to women anymore.
And just your
video games it's one thing. It's your hand-eye one thing, but when you add a second thing or God forbid a second hand.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, if those are really packing heat or like to do the stranger. It's always your own.
Do you ever do a two-hander?
Yeah, all the time, man. Yeah. It's great.
Do you ever get the two-hander and then your mouth?
Do I suck it off my own?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean say you finish yourself off with a two-hander and then you come in your own mouth? Or on it? In it or on it?
Have you ever accidentally came on yourself?
Of course. Accident. No, not accident.
I've had a drive-by splatter my pillow before.
A drive-by?
It's
someone else. Like a walk-by?
No, it was my own drive-by. I wasn't ready for it. It was like you're getting ready to kill yourself with the shotgun, but you shoot yourself too early.
Did you ever prone
and it goes off and you braise your shoulder and you're like, oh my god.
I don't want to live.
I wasn't ready for that experience.
I wasn't ready to say goodbye.
It was like I started cracking up laughing. I was like, holy shit. I was like,
feels
dude,
great,
I was like, whoosh.
It's kind of refreshing.
It's like, oh my god. Did that really happen?
I would recommend it.
I almost took out I felt like Ralphie from Christmas Story. I almost took your eye out with that thing.
Just shoot your eye out.
It's like no one warned me about my own power.
Shoulder, that's great.
I certainly do not have that power these days.
No, the PSI levels have to go back up. You're doing too much. You need to have a PSI. That's a thing. That's how they actually measure it.
My internal pressure is low.
You're like, that's not a real measurement.
That's
actually, if you looked it up, if you
look up your gooning. Look up, hey Siri.
No, you're gonna you're supposed to Bing it. We don't use Apple products.
Hey Siri.
I mean, except my phone.
Well, it's not gonna get confused. It's not gonna know my voice, dude.
I don't know. It
hey
might.
Siri. What is the what is the gooning PSI level?
She's not gonna know what you're saying.
Here's an answer from ApexHose.com and Amia.com.
ApexHose.com.
What the fuck is Apex Hose? Is it about gooning? What does it say?
It's 30 to 50 PSI.
Is that what it says?
Designed to use pressures of around 30 PSI, generally.
For ejaculation? Or is that something else entirely?
Generally, most drip irrigation systems operate best within a pressure range.
All right. My challenge to you
is per square inch. Because you're
to learn more about your body.
You're itching to
that you didn't know that's what PSI is actually measured in.
I don't actually think
it is. Look it up.
Cum is measured in PSI.
Well, like your expulsion rate, your ejaculation speed is PSI.
I bet I can watch it.
Not. I would hope so. You're younger than me, boy.
Yeah. Substantially. He's younger than me, but he wants somebody younger.
Well, I want.
What do you want, a higher cum rate?
You're faster to do it or faster out. I think both.
Oh, I can shoot probably fucking missiles.
You're like the guy that's really good at spitting watermelon seeds that goes to the fair just to show off. Hoping that a watermelon seed's constant spit breaks out. They're like, there's not even any fucking watermelons here.
Like, whoa, check out the distance.
This guy brought his own watermelons.
Where's your stand?
It's like a Back to the Future. He's like, you should run for class president. George McFly. Bringing his own fucking watermelon to a county fair.
Non-stop.
Like a HOA picnic. That's what it sounds like in Iran right
hitting
now.
fucking 4-year-olds from like across the picnic table, like.
Also, what it sounds like in Iran right now.
God. Except they're not watermelons.
So,
Well, they
yeah.
are. They actually called the new bombs. They drop watermelon
They do?
seeds. I don't know. That would be believable.
That would be believable. So
This is green and red. I'm gonna call it watermelon.
So the game that you play now, you're controlling his 20-year-old. It's like Ender's Game, but in Ender's Game he didn't know he was killing real like aliens and blowing up his own ships.
Not until
like
the
a
end.
Suicide mission.
Not until
the end. But this time they're well aware that you're just dropping drone bombs on people and like schools and hospitals.
And
Granted, some of them are terrorists. They're hiding with the real people. We don't know. We're not really sure. One way to find out is to not find out.
Yeah.
Flatten it all.
If you believe, conservative talking points. Iran, did you know? Here's the rub.
Here's the rub.
Iran has the largest
what?
The
largest dwarf population.
Iran has
Some of them, I'm hearing, are 5 feet tall.
Hey Siri.
Also, there's a lot of them.
Hey,
also,
what is the dwarf population of Iran?
I found this on the web.
What is it? An actual thing?
Iran's ancient village of little people from the BBC. And Makunik, ancient village of dwarfs that is 15,000 years old.
That's fictional. There was one in Vienna, Virginia, too. People
it's like an
Lord
of the
urban
Rings
legend.
is fictional.
It's not even an allegory for World War II. It's a real before World War II. It's really happened.
And you know what? They chewed through metal too.
We're still looking for the gall.
They called it the Metal Wars. You want to know why? Because dwarves just couldn't stop eating it.
Those greedy dwarves.
What were we on before that? Just a second ago.
No, he's Ender's Game. Like that's right. He's actually mowing down people with drones. But the thing is, if he gets an interruption, like mom's like calling down for dinner, or like, "What are you doing up there?"
It's like,
and he's like, "Mom," and then like just the school blows up.
Oh my god! And he's like, "Oh fuck! I hit the wrong button."
God, again! They're gonna court martial
shit.
me. You have a court martial on Zoom.
He like shakily is calling his supervisor.
Handler. It's a handler.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, and the guy's like
Sergeant
really cool.
Mike.
He's like not worried about it.
He worked for BetterHelp before he was a sergeant.
It's like it happened again. And he's like, wait,
drink some code red. Get back on the computer.
He's like, hold on, Mike. Take a few deep breaths.
Yeah. Wait, his name was Mike too?
I don't know. I think it was a school. Okay.
Could have been a school.
Well, how big was it? I don't know. It was next to their. It was next to the library. Okay. And I don't know. It happened again. This is the 4th time.
Every time she calls up, I panic and I hit.
All right, Mike. Well, what you're gonna have to do is, I just need you to get back on the headset and finish the mission. Okay.
Finish the fucking mission, Mike.
Our threshold for casualties is pretty high.
It's exceptionally high.
I mean,
Israel's really running cover on us.
I know you said
also we owe them for some reason.
You got the school. Did you say you got the library too? I mean, I think so.
Well, they don't read there.
Well, fucking, why don't you hit it again? And get on with the million. Hit it again. Did I stutter?
It's like a Die Hard where he's like like Hans Gruber's on the dog. Hit it again.
Yeah, with the tank.
Like, send in the car. The guy's like, hey, Mike.
Hey there, you cocksucker. Yeah, the mom gets on the phone.
Send in the drone.
Hey there, you cocksuckers. There are fucking people in there. They got families too. Hits them again.
Hit them again. It's actually the guy that's like the sergeant is on the line is actually just like an AI Hans Gruber voice. It's again. It is the time of miracles.
Wait, no, tell me what's wait, no, don't tell me.
I didn't
don't
see
tell me.
60
don't
minutes.
tell me. Fuck, what's the main character? No, don't tell me. I got this.
The Die Hard character?
Yeah, don't tell me. It's coming to me.
You know who plays him?
Fuck. Yes, of course I know. I knew it was M. I was gonna get it.
McClane.
I almost said McGruber. I said McGruber, and I know it was.
This guy's just fucking like
Tammy McClane.
killing people on his computer.
Yeah, what?
The drones. I worked for Amazon before this.
What would the best AI
like management potential
AI driving voices be?
Not a woman.
So that kind of kills off a lot of our choices, but in a good way. Now we know where the real choices
They
are.
usually have jobs.
Yeah. So why would we want that?
They're all quitting teaching.
How about
and getting into like
how about
military
Bill Cosby,
AI systems?
Bill Cosby.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, here's a slippity sloppity.
Did you try him with the cocktail? Or did anyone take the drink?
Oh no, I think we missed our turn.
Are they mostly Muslim and they can't have the alcohol? Or driving the car?
Drippity droppity and
go to the school or vote for the president?
We are at the red light.
Yeah, that's the husband for everything. It's not different. I was like,
he's
glitching.
It's a hard. I
Well,
will say Cosby's a hard one to do.
It's hard to do with conviction.
It is.
He's been convicted.
There's certain ones. There's very few things I think I enjoy more than
hearing the Cosby voice.
Well, no, not doing,
the Cosby Show.
Doing
doing
impersonations is
still
like
a great show. It didn't stop being great.
Getting a good one, and when you hear it click, like in your mind, you're like, "Oh fuck, that was actually pretty good."
Yeah, that's
the one I was doing earlier today on the way to work. I was doing a little bit of Bernie. I started to do
walking.
Christopher.
That's not bad.
Walking.
But everyone's done it.
Everyone's done it.
The only problem is it's.
But you gotta do it with juice. You gotta feel it. That wasn't good. Bad. That wasn't good at the end.
That's bad. No, that's not bad.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Your Bill Clinton was okay. Cosby's pretty good. What's your worst one? I think
my worst impressions.
For like 10 minutes. Straight. I'm gonna interview you as your worst. Like,
I can do pretty good.
No, I don't. Okay, Katy Perry, you said?
That's what I was saying. Katy Perry.
Trudeau's honey.
Have you seen that picture of him looking like
that guy is an abject?
He looks like
he completely ran the country into the fucking
he looks like a fucking 30-year-old that lives at home with his mom.
No, you're not a loser. Trudeau is.
Hey, I'm 29.
That guy's a. I got time.
I wasn't talking about like
41, dude. It's fine. 42, 41. It's fine.
We're good.
And you're that.
We're good.
And a couple times before that.
Who was that?
That wasn't anybody. I don't know. Jay So this guy, what do you think? He's like, when he's not working, he's just consuming Manosphere content.
Who, Jay Leno?
No. Jay Leno's sitting there like, I'm sitting with my 7th grade. My garage is the cars, and my wife's got dementia, and I wonder what I'm gonna. I get so bored talking about dementia all day long in my 74 cars.
I haven't seen my dick in a while. I also just haven't felt the need to.
And then the dancing Edos come in.
The Ferrari touches it enough most of the time on the drive.
He's got like an auto. He's got a porthole in his Ferraris. And he sticks his dick in and makes him forget his wife's dementia.
He's like, oh my gosh,
she does have
horsepower.
Dementia.
Why does his face look like that?
I think
looks like he got punched.
I think
really hard.
Most BBLs come from Jay Leno's like chin stem cells. And all these BBLs, at least the good ones, and some I assume are good butts. All those ones are coming from Jay Leno's chin stem cells. So it's like you grow a partial human,
big booty libians,
then you abort it.
Big booty libia.
You scan the DNA of the stem cells, find out they are linkable to Jay Leno's actual chin skin, and then you put it in an ass. That's an okay ass, make it up.
Yeah, make it up.
Fake ass, stanky ass, but it's like pretty thick.
You could bounce a brick off those things.
You could bounce a brick off for sure.
I bet if you threw a brick at Jay Leno's face, he would look better.
I don't know.
Every time you punch him,
he's like an American truck.
He's got like one of those little toys that like it's. I had one when I was in grade school.
I was trying to put a pillow over my wife's face.
It's like, what do you mean, officer? Sometimes I'm sleeping. Sometimes it's a spasm.
I've been staying to 4 a.m. listening to Manosphere.
Sometimes
he's Jay Leno looks maxing.
I don't know. Jay Leno looks maxing would be like. Oh my God. No, what I was saying about Jay Leno's face is like, if you take, it's this little toy and you press a button and it spins a wheel and like, there's like 7 or 8 different faces on it. And every time you press it, every time you press it and it stops on one, it's like every time you punch Jay Leno's face.
Oh, faces.
Yeah, it would just be, you just, yeah.
Oh, hey, what's the deal with this one and red? it's old is new again. I'm taking your job back, Conan. He's going to take Conan's podcast.
Dude, fuck Jay Leno.
Well, he's he seems fine,
He
but
does
he
seem
was kind of
fine,
ruthless.
But he's kind of ruthless. In like a weird, like...
You know how kind of fucked up you got to be to make David Letterman seem likable? That was an asshole.
David Letterman is kind of...
He's like a fucking prick. Remember he did a Lindsay Lohan?
He dated Lindsay...
No,
what he did to Lindsay Lohan.
He did. Wait a minute.
Like,
they met at Studio 54.
In 95.
In 1995. She hadn't even auditioned for Parent Trap yet. No, her bad parenting hadn't even begun yet. She was not even
the only good
sperm in his
only good stand-up host is
yet.
Conan.
Yeah, Conan was
Conan.
Maybe late
he's
night.
Still kind of doing shit. I said stand-up. I meant late night.
Yeah, it's okay. The late night's dead now. They got Byron Allen bought
late night is dead.
I think Byron Allen bought the nighttime, actually. He's like, I own the nighttime. I am Byron Allen.
Is he Jewish? Because I could do it.
He's a black guy.
He's like,
I don't know, he might be Jewish.
And black Jews.
Byron... Jay Leno talking about.
What if Jay Leno?
That was great. No, he does. Jay Leno has great black Jew material.
How do you, what's up with these black Jews? They already had a fro, and now it's bigger.
No, it's a little wider.
Yeah, if you're playing, do you show up to basketball on time? Are you're first on the team, first in there, last one out?
We don't get dance or something. He's just like, he's like, I don't know why, but my humor got a little dark ever since my wife got dementia. Bye.